Hi guys, this is Meenu. Welcome back to my channel Story Tale. Today I'm going to be listing most disappointing books that I've read in the year 2022. This list does not mean that these are the books that were released in 2022, rather the books that I read in 2022. Now without wasting any more time, let's start with my least disappointing book, One Italian Summer by Rebecca Serle. This is one of the pointless book out there. This book did everything wrong for me. I mean, if you want to go to Italy and you just want to enjoy the scenery and everything, then this is a perfect book for you. Like, it's talk a lot about Italy and this place, which I cannot seem to recall the name, but it talks a lot about that one. And the image is beautiful, the place is beautiful, but the characters and whatever happens in this book is just plain awful. We get the story of Katie here, who just lost her mother, and her mother's wish was to go back to this place, which I do not know the name of, but it was an island in Italy. So she has to go there in order to remember everything about her mother or get close to her mother. So she goes there. She already had this plan with Carol, who is her mother, and she did not want to cancel it, so she went there alone even when Carol died. After that, very strange things started to happen. She started seeing her mother out of nowhere when her mother was fairly young, when she was actually visiting that place. So she gets to meet her, she gets to talk her. This whole phenomena is not explained in this book. How that happened, why that happened, was there a time travel involved? This book is very confusing. You will never understand what is actually happening here. Is it a time travel book? Is it someone like she's in grief and she has this mental problem, something like that? Is she just hallucinating? What is happening, you'll never understand. And there's again this talk about cheating. So if she has done some cheating in way back, even though she's married or something, then that does not count as cheating. That is the logic that has been used in this book. This book was a headache. Like, you could not finish it. Like, it was so hard to get through because nothing actually happens in this book. There's just Katie and whatever she does in this place. That is all. There's no real story here. So it was just boring. It was a torture to actually get through this one. Rules of Dating by V. Kelland and Penelope Ward. This is again one of the books that I did not like. That is why it is in the list. I did not even finish this book because it was such a torture to go through. There's a story of Billy, who is a tattoo artist, and her ex-boyfriend kind of cheated on her with many and multiple women. So she had this revenge party. I think that was like the best part of this book, to be honest. I love that whole scene. That is the beginning, and that is where she meets Colby. She did not actually behave nicely with him, but he was actually the landlord of the place that she runs. And after that, they keep on meeting and everything. So these both are adults. Of course, Billy is someone who is not very trusting right now because she did get cheated on. And Colby, who is the other main character here, he's a single dad, and he also does not actually want to get into a serious relationship like that. So of course they do, like adults basically do, they go on this undate. That is first of all, that is a very stupid word, and second, adults doing that is just plain stupid. If you want to date. If you do not want to date, just say it out loud. Have this normal adult conversation. Just stop fooling around. I did not like this. I mean, it did start well for me, but after a while it just got boring. Like, there was nothing actually happening, and even the twist in the middle, it was like meh. Like, I knew that was gonna happen. Like, of course the mother is gonna show up, come on. Like, I did not like it. This was like such a torture again because I just could not finish it. I just could not go till the last line. Like, it was so boring. Like, at the first, it did start like I thought maybe this is gonna be like a Penelope Douglas kind of a book. Like, you're gonna get a lot of sex scenes also, especially at least the good ones, but we did not actually get that one too. And even the relationship, the romance was very boring. These two characters have no personality whatsoever. Like, Billy, all she does is wear corsets. That is all her personality entails. Other than that, both of them does not have a personality. And there's this kid, like same trope that goes. The kids instantly start liking the girl, and the girl acts like a mother and everything. It has been done and dusted so many times, it was not actually worth reread again. So that is why I DNF'd it. That is why this is third on my list. The second book on my list is Everyone Has a Story by Savi Sharma. And this is second on my list because I did have high hopes from this one, because this is one of very popular books in India. So of course I had high hopes with it, and man, it was disappointing. What was even the story? I do not understand. There's a story of 4 characters. There's Meera, there's Kabir, there's Vivan, and there's Nisha. Meera and Vivan had this stupid, I do not know what is that. They have this very weird relationship. Like Vivan just, when they were in a relationship, he just packs up his bag and just leaves like that. And Meera is like, I do not know. I do not even. This is a very short story. It does not have much, and whatever it has, it is like not worth reading, to be honest. Meera is very preachy. She's this aspiring writer who just think that Vivan is very fascinating, even though he has no fascinating characteristic whatsoever. He just wants to travel the world, and that is somehow fascinating for Meera. Like before, she did not have any idea what to write in her book, and when she meets Vivan, she just writes this amazing book which deserves like all the awards in this world or something like that. And there's also Kabir and Nisha, which in the synopsis you may see, oh, they're gonna have a very big part, but they do not. They are actually the side characters. Even though in the synopsis it has been shown like they are the main characters, but truly they are not. They are just the side characters who are just giving advice to Meera and Vivan. That is all their role, and that is all they do. This was a very, I do not know, silly story with a lot of plot holes. These people do not have any adults around. There's like no other people in this world apart from these 4 people, and whoever people they're meeting, they're just giving them love advice. That is all in this book. Everyone has a story, but this story was really boring. The first one that makes the list, the top of the like most disappointing books that I've read this year, is XOXO by XEO. A waste of K-pop. Like, what is the waste of K-pop story in this one? I was really intrigued when I read the synopsis. Okay, it's gonna have this K-pop love story. It's gonna have that, you know, K-drama kind of love story. So I was really up for it. And especially when it comes to forbidden romances, I do love it. But this book did not do anything right. The forbidden romance was like forced. It was not worth it. Nothing in this book was worth it. The story is about Jenny and Jaewook. Jenny is this normal girl. She's not even a fan of K-pop. She is half Korean and half American. When her grandmother falls sick, her mother and herself, of course, she has to go back to Seoul in Korea in order to take care of her. And that is where she gets admitted to this elite school. She already has met Jaewook in LA, where she used to live before, and at the time she did not know that Jaewook is one of the biggest star. Like, he's one of the band members of this very popular K-pop band. She did not know at the time because she of course did not know anything about K-pop then. Once she comes to this elite school, she realizes how popular he is, and they did have an instant connection. They started to fall in love with each other, but they have to keep it a secret because it can become a very big scandal, even though I did not understand the point of it. I mean, K-pop star, are they not allowed to date? I'm not so sure about K-pop or something like that, but I do not know. I think celebrities were allowed to date. They can date whatever or whoever they want. So I do not know what was the problem here. What is the conflict here? They can have a relationship, right? So I do not know what happened there. The only one character that I actually liked in this book was Sebastian. Other than that, it was very boring. Jaewook has no personality whatsoever. Like, he's a very bland character. The only thing that he does in this book is just pop out of nowhere. Like, he's a vampire or something like that. This book has nothing. The characters, nothing. This book is just boring. It was so boring. It was such a waste. Like, it is a waste of everything. That is why it is top of my list, because it is a waste of K-pop romance. It is a waste of forbidden romance. It is a waste of any elite school kind of romance. It is a waste of everything. This book does not deserve your time. Again, like I said, the only reason I did finish this book was because this starts with X, which is a very rare alphabet. You do not get many books that start with X, and I had to finish it. And it was not a long book too, so it was really easy to finish it too. But no matter what, this was the most disappointing book for me this year. So that was my list. Do let me know if you have any such list. Do you have any book that, you know, disappointed you too much this year? I would love to hear about that. And of course, it would mean a lot if you subscribe and like this channel. I will see you next time. Have a great day.